Welcome back. Today I'm going to play a bot on chess.com, but not one of the monthly special bots. I'm going to play one of the advanced bots that's in the normal rotation. And the reason is because off camera I had been playing several of these bots and I had won one right after the other, and I got up to a 1600 rated bot that finally started beating me. So I went backward and then I lost, and I went backward and I lost, and apparently I didn't do quite as well against these early bots as I thought. I had finally beaten all the bots here in the intermediate section, but once I got to the advanced section, like I said, I beat all of these, and then I got to Isabel, who I could not beat at all. I think I lost like 10 games in a row. So I went backwards and I've lost to all of them, and I'm back to Wendy, which I think is the first 1500 rated bot. I think I'll play once as white and once as black and see how I do. Assuming I have enough time. Let's just get started here. The idea, of course, with playing bots is that you don't have the pressure of losing any rating, and sometimes the bots mess up early, but then I don't know how to capitalize on it. These are normal moves for the English opening. That's not a normal move in the English opening that I'm aware of. It might be some grandmaster line that I don't know about, attempting to come in here, but that's only if they get this bishop out. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my normal development and see what they're up to. Okay, they are thinking about getting this bishop out, but I'm pretty sure I can just take this pawn because the only thing defending it's the queen and my knight is on it. So I'm going to go ahead and take it. Hopefully that's not a trick or a trap. And now that bishop could still come out here, but it hasn't yet. So I'm going to fianchetto. I'm pretty sure I can take that pawn too. Okay. Now if I take back and the bishop captures, then I'll have to trade my bishop for it because the knight's on it now. So should I just leave it there for a second? I think I should. This knight is still irritating, but I don't know where it can go from there. I think I'm going to go about my normal development, see if they take the pawn. I don't think they will because this would be a check. Again, we have a knight going to the edge. This is very confusing, Wendy. And again, I'm not sure if it is, some kind of... Oh, well, that was a problem. That's what Wendy was on about. I have to move my king. All right. Let's move the king then. And I can take that with check. I think they'll have to block with the bishop, and then I'm not going to take the rook, because if I take the rook, they take with the queen, and I don't think I can do anything about this. That's checkmate. So I think I should just be happy that I went up the pawn and bring this bishop back. But let's just calculate this out. If I take the rook and they take my bishop, guess I could do something about this. I could move the rook over one, and then their queen couldn't come in here. And I can't castle over there anyway, or at all, because I've already moved the king. So I'm going to do it, see what they do. If they're going to take it with the queen, then I'm going to move this rook over so they can't checkmate me here. Oh, they can checkmate me. Oh, wow. Okay, that's checkmate. Save the game. I'm guessing where I went wrong was taking the rook, but it might have been taking one of the pawns before that. I really don't know. And as usual, there's no way to just go to the analysis board, is there? No, they have removed the button to go directly to the analysis board, so now you have to use up your one game review, and I don't want to use up my one game review. So since chess.com couldn't figure out how to let me go directly to the analysis board, I just copied the PGN and take it over here to Lichess, and I'll see where I went wrong. And was that a bad move? It wasn't great. And I should have gotten this knight out to f3 or played g3. Okay, well, I played g3, but that took away what little advantage that this had given me. And then d5 gave me the advantage if only I took it, which I did. This wasn't great. Now I'm up nearly +2 if I'll play bishop to g2 or knight to f3. I did play bishop to g2. c6, now that puts me at +3 if I'll take it. Okay, so that wasn't the mistake. They were supposed to take it back, but they didn't. I should have immediately challenged the knight with b4, or just take this pawn. It says if I took that pawn, they would have taken with the bishop, I would have taken it, they would have taken back, and I just would have been ahead +3. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure, so I decided to start getting this other stuff out, but that lost almost all of my advantage, and they should have checked here now. But they didn't. They got the other knight out. Now I'm up +4 again if I'll play d4, because that keeps them from checking in here. Okay, so this was my blunder. But we're still even, or I'm still slightly ahead, even after this, because I only had the one legal move. Then they took here, and I took back, and I'm still fine, and I should have either just taken their bishop or played queen to a4. Actually, it turns out queen to a4 is the better one. That's the blunder that lost it, and then, moving the rook over was not a good idea because of the bishop check. I had to play knight to d4, which is there, and they just would have taken it. That's my best move, is to give away the knight, because it allows me to play f3 with the queen guarding f3, so their queen can't see down through here, and that gives me a way out over here, I guess, with my king. All right, So moving the rook over is actually what gave them the mate in 2. And taking the rook was definitely bad. Okay, I thought it was, but then when I realized I could do this, I did not see this incoming. Good grief. Well, let's go back over here and we will play this bot again. This time I will play it with the black pieces. Yeah, when I had beaten Wendy a week or 2 ago, I just went on and played the next bot. I did not realize that I was not quite ready to move on. All right, let's play with the black pieces. We're going to play the French defense and see what we get. We're going to take? No, we're going to play this version. All right. Well, what I usually do is take here and they take, and I get this knight out and they take, and I put my queen here, and then I end up losing. I don't know if that's how to go against the bot. But yeah, I've had a pretty good losing streak the last few days, but I know these are book moves. I'm just not sure how I end up losing afterward. Oh, we're going to trade queens. If I take, they get the knight out, but that's okay, right? Because I think once I took this pawn. Wait, no, I played a game where that happened and I took the pawn and that was okay. It was my next move that was bad. All right, I'm going to take the pawn, I think. Because I know if they challenge me with the bishop, then I could have gotten that pawn. But they challenged me with this pawn, and then I think I can just go back to the home square. Or should I check? I can't remember. Let's go back over here. And I'm still aiming at this pawn, which I can now take. I'm pretty sure I did that right. They have to move this rook over to safety there. Now I can take this pawn with check, but then they'll block with the bishop, right? They block with the bishop, then I can take the queen, and I'm 2 pawns ahead. Or I could just take this pawn now. Now I'm not sure, but I'm going to take the pawn because it comes with check. I think they have to block with the bishop. Oh, or they could block with the rook. And I think I can check here, and when they block again, I can take the pawn. Unless they block with the queen, in which case I'll take it because I'm up 2 pawns. Let's see what they block with. They blocked with the rook, so I will take this pawn. I'm pretty sure that's fine. Now I'm up 3 pawns. All right, that looks dangerous. Let's check them here with this bishop. And this also hopefully allows me to castle. Okay, they blocked there. So I'm just going to trade off the bishops, bring my queen back here when they take with the rook, so my queen's not in danger. And then I think I can castle. Well, if I castle, they can come here. So that's not good. And I can't take the queen with my rook because then when they take with their rook, it would be mate. So I think I need to play my c-pawn so that my queen is guarding that square. But should I play it 1 or 2? If I play it 1, then I have trouble getting some of these pieces out. Or I could just get the bishop out first because the knight's guarding that square. Oh, no. I can castle because their rook is pinned. If I castle and they do this and I take their queen, their rook is pinned. I'm going to go ahead and castle and see what they do. Okay, they did that, which aims, I'm not sure where that aims. Not aiming here, there. Their rook is still pinned. Okay, I'm just checking where their queen can go. I think I can get the knight out now. Let's get the knight out. And then I can put it over there maybe. Okay, here. That pawn is temporarily protected by the bishop. Let me move the knight again and threaten their queen. See where it moves. They want to trade queens. Okay, I'm up 4 pawns. So it does make sense to me to trade for the queen. But I don't have to. Guess I could just edge closer. Let's see, if I take their queen and they take with the rook, then I can get the bishop out, but then they bring their rook right here and they're hitting the knight. And if I move the knight, they get this pawn. So if I take and they take, get the bishop out, if they come back over to c2 to aim at the knight, then I could just move the knight over here to protect the pawn and the knight. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. We will see. I'm going to do this, like we said, see what they come for. Oh, they came for the knight that way. Oh, all right. I guess that's something you can do. Could protect it. Should I protect it? Like this? I know if they take, I'll double my pawns, but then I'll be ahead. Let's go ahead and push this pawn as well, and then I can put the knight behind them if I need to. Okay, they're trying to develop now too, but I don't know that I have a way to punish that. I should probably start getting some pawns on dark squares more than just those 3 since I have the light squared bishop. Okay, sure about that. Should I immediately attack it? No, then they could just move here and attack me, but then I could protect with the pawn, but it would be on the wrong color square. What if I do this first, then attack it, and then my bishop will be guarding that square? Oh, I'm not sure what that's aimed at. Now I kind of want to push this pawn again. Oh no, I can just take the bishop. I think I can just take it because I'm still up 4 points of material. But if I take it, they put their rook here, their rook's aimed at my bishop, and then I would have to move my bishop or protect it. I guess I could move it over here to protect it temporarily. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I assume they're going to take back, and I will go here like so. aiming at their rook. And if they go to attack it again, oh, they did not. I was going to say if they went to attack my bishop again, I could push my c-pawn and they would protect each other. But they went over here again. And it does look like they're trying to castle. I should probably get rooks on open files, like here. No, let's put the A rook over here, trying to aim down this way. I figured they were going to come for that. Now it's protected. They are getting ready to castle. Oh, they can't castle as long as that bishop's there. Okay, I need to double these rooks this way. They're not making much sense right now. Let's see what they can accomplish. Oh, they went to protect. Okay, what can I do? I can go here and aim for this check, I guess. I should put a rook on the second rank, right? That's always good. Rooks protect each other. Oh, they're coming for the bishop. Okay. Well, let's check, which forces them to move over. And then I'll check again. This is a discovered check from my bishop. And then I'm going to take this rook, like so. Okay, I beat it, and I beat it in 33 moves, which isn't bad for me with a bot this high. It's a lot better than getting checkmated in 13 moves or whatever happened in that first game. Let's save this, and this time I will use my game review just to see if I, how badly I handled this or if I did it really well. Oh, it says I did it very well. 92.7. Okay, so I'm playing, so at least today I played better in the French defense than I did with the English defense, or the English opening, sorry. The bot made 2 blunders and they were fairly early, and then it just took me a while to fully capitalize on that. Let me just move this for a second so you can see that I had a 2150 ratings estimation here. It's pretty good, and the bot played a little bit below its rating. It says it did well in the opening and then just a check mark in the middle game, but I think those blunders were in the middle game. Both of them, and a mistake. Well, let's go to about right here. That was still a book move. Oh, and I was just supposed to take it with the G-pawn. Oops, I took it with the queen, which is also a book move, and that's what I usually do. I think I have taken with the G-pawn a couple of times because I know that the engine often recommends messing up your pawn structure, but I always feel a little weird about doing that. Okay, queen, that was the blunder. Okay. Because, see, I'm pretty sure I've had either a bot or a person do this to me not that long ago. Okay, and I did remember correctly. It was best to take the pawn. It was the free pawn. I definitely should not have taken the queen, because if I take the queen, then suddenly, as I said, the white's doing fine again. Okay, I did remember that part correctly, and so I think I must have had that happen. C3 is the bot's best move, and I'm supposed to come back. Really? And then they would take me and I would take with the G-pawn? It says no. It says if I came back to F6, they would just get a bishop out. Could also go to D5, which is just one back. I think I considered that without saying it, because it's defended there if they took, and it does say that they would. I would be ahead. -1, and I guess that's because of the pawn. So how bad was going over to B6? It wasn't horrible. It wasn't my best move, but I'm still up, and they should have immediately come after me. But instead they came after me this way, which if you remember earlier when it says I should have brought my queen back to F6, it says they would have played that. So this, I think, might be one of those situations where the bot's playing what it would have played if I had played my best move. Or this is a very human-like blunder, so it might have just been that. Okay, and it was my best and only move to take that pawn. Wasn't sure. I thought rook to D1 was the best move, but no, queen to D1 is the best move. Or rook to C1, where the bishop would protect it. This was inaccurate because it gives up this pawn. Okay, so I did right here. I reasoned correctly, and I did take advantage of the bot's mistakes. I don't think that should have been counted as a blunder because it just put me up -1. It should have probably been counted as a mistake. But the bishop put me up -3 something, so. Okay, and the bot should have blocked with the bishop. And it says if it had, then I would have taken the queen. Okay, I think that's what I was going to do, but it blocked with the rook. Was it my best move to check? It says queen to C1. And then they would block with the queen and I would take it. But what if I went to C1 and they blocked with the rook? I assumed they would block with the rook, which is why I went to A1, which is also okay. And again, they're supposed to block with the queen, but they blocked with the rook, and I should have checked here now. Okay. Or just come back. Let's see. If I had checked here, it says that they would have blocked with the bishop. I would have taken it with check, which means they would have to take with the with the king, because the rook is pinned. And then I would take this pawn with check. And I would have forced their king to move. Okay, I understand that completely. Would that have been their only move? No, they could have moved the king immediately to E2, but those are their 2 best moves. Well, I think those are their only 2 moves because they can't move the rook right now. All right, I wish I had thought of that, checking with the bishop. Okay, but I took the pawn, my only inaccuracy of the game. This was not their best move. I didn't know what it was doing there, but then I checked with the bishop, and they had to bring their bishop back to block, and I took, and they took, And I should have checked again, A1 or B1. Okay, I should have checked on B1. And when they blocked, then I would have checked on B4 and they would have come back up. And then I would have gotten a knight out. Okay, I didn't see the reason to check again because they could just block so easily. So I just came back here, which pins this. But now I'm up. I'm still at -4. Knight to C5. That was my best move. Okay. Queen to A2 was their best move. Was it my best move to take it? Oh, for a second it said it was my best move to take it, but now it's my second best move. I should have just moved over one. But they're very, very close. So this wasn't bad. Rook to D8. Oh, I should have taken the file now. How bad was getting out the bishop? Okay, about the same. They should have gotten a piece out. They did not get a piece out. Okay, so the problem with the Wendy bot, at least when playing with white, is that it's just moved 2 pieces. Well, not just one now, because the other pieces it's moved are gone. But all my pieces are ready to go. So Wendy just kept not moving those 2 pieces back there. B6 was my best move. Oh my. Well, I'm glad I didn't crumble after that first game. In this game, I played my best moves the whole time. Oh, and I should have just played A4. And then A3 over here. Oh, just getting it closer and closer and closer. Okay, I guess that makes sense. This was just as good. That's 5.99. What was it before? Wait, you see that, right? Taking with the knight was not listed, but when I did it and backed up, now it's listed as my second best move. Wait, how is that my second best move when it's rated better than the other one? What? Come on, chess.com. We're having all kinds of issues today, but -6 is better for me than -5.9. So yeah, my best move is what I played, even though Stockfish had a hard time figuring it out. Obviously, they take back bishop to E6 or B5. I did B5. Game Review thought that was best. Best move. That, of course, was a mistake because it allows this. They moved over, and I come over here, and then that's made. All right. I know I spent some time going through move by move, but that's because I had the time. I'm going to have to play this one as white again before too long. But right now I'm going 2 or 3 days between videos because I have other things, taking care of in the real world, which is more important to me than this, even though this is also important to me. And you guys are important to me. Thank you for being here. I'll see you next time.